We've all been there. You find yourself up in Paleto Bay, but need to get back to Los Santos for a mission or something else. But what way do you take when all you have available are land vehicles? In this video, I aim to answer that question by testing 4 different routes, starting near the center of Paleto Bay and ending at the Group E6 building in Los Santos. So for this first route, we're going to be taking the Great Ocean Highway, which goes from Paleto Bay down to Los Santos. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get this route started. So as you can tell, I'm not using a very fast car. I pretty much just grabbed a random vehicle out of my arcade garage and decided just to use that. I didn't want a slow vehicle, but I didn't want one that had an HSW upgrade either on it. So that's how I ended up with this one. And now you will notice I'm not doing this as a race or anything. I'm doing this under normal circumstances with general traffic. And this is actually pretty late in the day, so some of these might be done at night while others are done during the day, depending on how much I wanted to actually wait and waste time. But so the fastest routes, and this is just going to be a guess here, I'm going to say railroad track and this route. But like I said, we're going to do 4 separate routes. We're going to see which one's easier as well as faster. Now, coming down this highway, you're going to have a lot more traffic towards the city than up here in Paleto Bay. Okay? And some of these corners can be kind of tricky to deal with, but that's expected. And I am going to cut out the boring parts unless something interesting happens, collision or something, but otherwise, let me skip ahead and I will see you if anything interesting happens or at the end of this race. So the area that I'm coming up on right here is kind of a problem area when trying to do this. Like right there we have a collision and we got what's for cars turning, cars coming into the roadway, as well as cars that stop in the middle of the roadway. Hey, now this route is expected to be faster because like I said, there's not as much traffic. But the other route I would expect to be a little bit faster would be the other highway going into Los Santos, because you can pretty much take the freeway all the way into the city, all the way down to the casino area and then turn. This one's a little trickier because you got a lot of traffic right here at the tunnel, which kind of makes it a little bit harder to get through here. But unless something interesting happens, I will see you at the finish line. Okay, so we are coming to the end of this route right now. Got to watch for traffic right here. Got to watch for pedestrians as well. And so this is actually pretty good time at just over 3.5 minutes, which is a little bit faster than what I expected, especially for this time of day with the amount of traffic I deal with. And you gotta love that van that just hit me. So 3 minutes and 44 seconds is the total. So let's go to the next route. So for this next route, I'm gonna be taking a left from the parking lot. I'm gonna be following the freeway all the way down just past the casino, and then I'm gonna turn onto the side roads over there. And I'm gonna follow that all the way down to the Groupie building. Now this route, I'm expecting it will be a little bit faster, but let's find out. Let's jump into this one. Okay, and we're back here up in Paleto, so let's head on out and let's see how long this actually takes. Now, as I mentioned on the other one, it is getting dark and that's driving me nuts. You're probably wondering, how did I get back up here? Well, I actually have a garage here in Paleto Bay, so I can just respawn up here in between and just call in my personal car and I can get started with the next one. But I'm trying to avoid doing this at night. This area, I gotta watch for wildlife, especially deers and the coyotes. Now, the coyotes won't slow me down, but the deers, well, they'll really slow me down. And gotta watch for commercial trucks also that like to spawn in, or the cars that just love to spawn right in front of you, especially on the bridges. As coming through this tunnel right here, and the traffic can be a little difficult, I found. Now, this is like the second or third attempt doing this. Mostly because, well, I might have hit a deer. I may have found a couple of vehicles that slowed me down so bad that it wasn't worth continuing, and I wanted to try this without hitting anything. But with 4 routes, it's bound to happen. And you're going to end up hitting something at some point. But as you can tell, it's time's looking pretty good right now. Let me skip ahead and I'll see you if anything interesting happens or down near the casino. Yeah, so I'm almost up to the casino right here. As you can tell, the traffic has really picked up since up in Paleto Bay. Hey, and that does make this a lot trickier to get through this general area. Now, I have had a question come in asking if we have a crew on Rockstar Social Club. Yes, we do. You can look up classic GTA videos if you'd like to join, or see GTA, same as the license plate, on this car. As you can tell, I've had a couple of close calls right there. It is hard because it's already getting dark and it makes it a lot harder to see. But we're almost there at this point. And pretty good timing actually at 3 minutes and 20 seconds so far. Still got a little bit to go, but as long as I don't hit anything, I shouldn't have any problems here. It is going to be extremely close with the last time, and it looks like we're going to be ending at approximately, just a little over 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So total is 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Not bad. For this next route, I'm going to be jumping onto the railroad tracks in Paleto Bay. Do have to watch for the train. I'm going to follow that all the way down to Route 68. From there, I'm going to jump off, hoping not to roll the car. And then I'm going to follow Route 68 all the way into Los Santos. So, let's jump into this one. Okay, back to Paleto. I do apologize for anybody that's on a phone. I know you can't really see anything here. But as you can tell, the train just went by. So let me get up here on rail tracks. Don't want to go too fast here. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to follow these railroad tracks all the way down to Route 68. It's going to be very similar to the Clock and Bell Farm Raid, what I'm doing here. I just got to watch for wildlife. It is rare the wildlife will go onto the tracks, but I've actually seen it happen a couple of times. I've seen a rabbit and I've seen a deer on the tracks before. Very rare. For anybody that's wondering, yes, I am on PC doing this. Yes, so let me skip ahead over to where I jump off. Okay, I'm approach here, jump. I thought I was going to roll the car that time, but was able to save it last second. So I do have to watch for traffic that's spawning in and for traffic coming off the side roads over here. That can be a trick in itself, especially since you don't know what the AI is going to do. Even though it's supposed to be on a set route, based on the mapping that has been located in the files, that doesn't mean anything with these cars half the time. Some traffic does like to slow down, like that car turn right there. Yeah, it can cause a problem. So we are going to go down past Martin Madrezzo's house. And I'm expecting this route probably to be faster than the other two combined. We're going to ignore that, and we're just going to take off like 3 seconds. And so, but overall, like I said, it was expected to collide with a vehicle at some point. I hate doing these at night because you can't see anything. And you probably hear it from other creators as well. Because of how dark the game settings are, we can't brighten this at all. I have my brightness turned up as far as I can on my NVIDIA graphics card, which is a 3060 Ti. And I can't even adjust this color in DaVinci any higher than what I have here. So, as you can tell, we're already back in the city and it's at 2 minutes, 49 seconds. So that's not bad at all. Just follow down here. Try not to hit anything else. And it looks like we're going to be making pretty good timing. And it's probably going to be, actually, I think it's going to be faster than the other two routes, the way it's looking. So just turn around here, go down here, and you probably notice I don't have anything marked on my mini-map. I was trying to avoid that, but overall, still good time at 3 minutes and 18 seconds as we're approaching the final stop. Just turn down here, and we'll be there in just a second, actually. So that's actually looking like really good timing, and the final time is coming in at 3 minutes, 36 seconds. Moving on to the final route. So this route, we're going to follow the railroad tracks just like last time. And from there, we're going to jump off at Route 68. Now I'm only going to follow Route 68 up to my lab. Now I can't say what that lab is since this is YouTube, but we're then going to follow the dirt roads over here, and I'm going to then cut across, take a little shortcut up through the farm over there, and then I'm going to follow the back roads all the way into the city. So let's get started. And we're back here in Paleto Bay for the final route. Now, I will say, you gotta love this weather. It doesn't matter what time of day I try to film, record the videos. It's either raining, dark, or foggy, or in the worst case scenario, like I had the other day when I tried to do a video, all three. Hey, but like I said, we're just gonna follow the railroad tracks here, all the way down to Route 68. I will ask if you've made it this far and you like the video so far, please feel free to hit that like button below. Comment if you know a faster route, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out with the algorithm. But I will see you down at Route 68. So I'm approaching the jump right here. Hopefully I can land this, and that's much better than last time. So like I said at the beginning of this section, I'm just going to follow Route 68 down to my lab down here. I don't really pay attention to my mini-map. I only used it for first one or two routes, just like get used to it. But like I said, I'm just going to go up here. Now this car sucks on the dirt right here. This car is fully upgraded. It has a level 4 engine, transmission, turbo, everything. But it just doesn't have enough traction. That's its biggest issue. But I don't really use this car very much. Usually I'm using my oppressor or one of my other vehicles, so I figured might as well take it out. And so just head up here. Like I said, I'm going to cut through the farm. It doesn't cut off much time, but it's a few seconds. And every second counts when you're trying to get to the city quicker. Now, I do need to watch for traffic around this area and for signs, because the signs can slow you down if you hit them. And so this corner, I gotta really watch since it's a blind turn, and that's a close call. Same thing with this road up here. This road's known for vehicles coming out of nowhere. Yeah, like that. So we're gonna ignore that ever happened. And didn't hit them, but came pretty close. Now, these curbs must stand out to everybody that ever did the MC cell missions, and we're going to pretend that didn't happen. And we're just going to subtract like a second or two for that one. But overall, yeah, if you did the MC cell missions when we still had the postal van, yeah, that's a nightmare area with it. But we're getting there pretty quick, actually. And actually, we're making really good time in here since we're almost there. Just go down through here. Cut through. Make sure I don't hit anything else that's going to slow me down. And yeah, that's a really good timing, actually. It looks like 3 minutes. And we have a total of 36 seconds. Same as the last one. So overall, what's the fastest route? Well, fastest route's going to be taking the railroad tracks. Doesn't matter whether you take the railroad tracks and jump off and follow all the way down towards the casino, or if you follow all the way down through the back roads I just took. Overall, that's going to be your fastest way from Paleto Bay back to Los Santos. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, and please leave a like and comment if you want. And I will see you in the next video.